Cricbuzz Comm Box, West Indies versus India from Providence in Guyana. Whatever there is of it, because it's been one of those damn depressing days at cricket. Zaheer Khan alongside me, he's seen a few of those. But let's see where the West Indies are. Remember, India won the toss, they put them in. They thought they're playing a 50-over game, then they thought they're playing a 43-over game, then they thought they're playing a 34-over game. We don't know at the moment. But it's really been an innings of two completely contrasting players. Evan Lewis, 40 of 36 balls. He started slowly and then really took off, especially against Khalil. And then Chris Gayle, 4 of 31. Tell us about that.
Yes. It was contrasting, but also it's very difficult for a batsman in these kind of scenarios and situations. That's why they say on a day like this, it's good to bowl first. It doesn't matter what kind of condition you're playing in. Doesn't matter what kind of pitch you are playing on, because for batsmen is the toughest part, isn't it? For bowlers, yes, you understand that you have to go back in, then warm up again and start again. But for batsmen, you have to again get your eye in, get that flow going. So it's not an easy scenario to just keep going on and off like that. Having said that, I think the wicket has looked on this little sluggish side.
Yes.
You saw ball keeping low. One important review was missed because it was off Evan Lewis, and
it was an unusual one. Normally, when you bowl round the wicket, say for you a left arm over line, is there a feeling that with the line it's going to go down the leg side?
Yes, usually it does go down the leg, but today there was the ball was skidding through.
Yes.
If you see, those back of the leg deliveries also are actually staying in line with the stumps, which is usually not the case. But how many times we've seen with batsmen who are out of form have this stroke of luck, and then suddenly things start to fall in place. It's just that initial phase which Evan Lewis has been struggling with. Have scored what, 2 zeros in the last
he could score a
3 matches or so.
The other interesting one was Chris Gayle. He does take a lot of time these days to start, and then the stop-start nature of the game didn't help him. But 4 of 30, and then you could see, when you have games like those, you can't really get into rhythm. And then he tried to play the big shot and played on. And you're sitting and thinking, what on earth is happening there?
Well, Chris Gayle in a 50 over approaches the game in certain fashion. At times he just goes on with thinking that okay, he's going to take his time, and then he identifies a couple of the bowlers in the position and say that I'm going to target these bowlers. So I think that's how he planned today's innings, that he would attack the spinners. But today's wicket was something different. You saw the ball just keeping a touch low, and Kuldeep especially is an experienced campaigner, and plus bowling to a left-handed batsman with Chinaman taking it away is never easy on these kind of surfaces.
Not a lot of bowling. It's only been a 13-over game, in fact. Kuldeep Yadav got 2 overs, 1 for 3. That was the wicket. Only Khalil Ahmed expensive. Well, a couple of expensive overs. That was when Evan Lewis was going after him. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Shami, that's a point Zach was making a little while back. Most of the deliveries that Rishabh Pant collected were below waist high. And then just that 1 over from Ravindra Jadeja. We've lost a lot of time in this game. Remember, the game was to start India time, 7 o'clock. The break at 10:30. It's getting to 10:30 now, and we've only had 13 overs. So you need at least another 27 to have a game. That wet patch, it's just beyond the area where it's covered, and at the moment it's quite a downpour. So that's not going to help.
Yeah, it's certainly not going to get better, even though sun was out. But I think the damage is already done, so we'll have to wait and see how bad it is. But you hope that the wait has been so long that you'll at least get 20-25 overs game, and that will be good for all the people who are patiently waiting for the players, but also the viewers who are eagerly waiting for the game to start.
Well, what I will tell you, though, is that if you come to the 20-over mark, if you do get a 20-over game, the target will be significantly higher, because the West Indies have already played 13. Assuming it was a 43-over game, then a 34-over game, DLS will have to take in mind how much they would have scored. If it was 43, then scale it down to 34, then project from 34, then bring it down to 20. Don't try and understand the algorithm. Just understand the fact that a team starts off hoping to play a certain number of overs, whereas the other team starts off knowing how many overs they have to play, and that's why the difference between the two required rates. That's only if there's a game. Hopefully there will be one. We can't even do our expert couch, because we don't know how many overs there will be. So once we do know, we'll get back to you. But hopefully the rain will stop and we'll get some cricket.